Hi friends, Steph here. I'm going to be sharing with you about the Blessed is She planner. I've been using Blessed is She's planners for probably 6 or 7 years now. Let's get into the details. First, you're going to see this is the mini version. Both of the minis, whether it's perfect bound, which has this nice binding here, or spiral, will have the exact same contents on the inside. So if you get the mini, they both look the same on the inside. If you get the big, they both look the same on the inside as well. You'll see on the cover here, it says, "Grant me the grace." This year's theme is based off of the Litany of Humility, which is an amazing prayer to pray if you haven't done so. We're gonna spend some time prayerfully planning our days while keeping in mind the Litany of Humility and asking the Lord for an increase of humility. You'll notice this little elastic here. It helps keep your book closed if you put it in your bag or keep it on your counter. This does lay flat open if that's a concern some people have. Perfect bound, laying flat. So let's get into the theme. So you're gonna see the Litany of Humility here laid out so you can pray it over and over again. Now we have a year at a glance, especially feast days. Here we have just a little calendar. And then we have this important key of colors that we're gonna see throughout the planner. Here we have holy days of obligations listed out so that we never lose sight of them. And then we have also important novena start days. We'll give you a heads up when it's time to actually start a novena so that we end on the feast day. And then different Friday penance suggestions. Next, you'll see again basic Catholic prayers that you can pray. So we have an act of contrition, the Litany of Humility, the Magnificat, Anima Christi, St. Michael the Archangel prayer, and so on. Here is very sweet how to pray the rosary laid out and all the mysteries of the rosary. We have here an examination of conscience for women, a little more thorough. So lastly, we have a how to make a holy hour. We're just encouraging prayer here. Prayer and community is what Blessed is She is all about. We have a page here with a beautiful scripture or saint quotes. We have a monthly prayer prompt with some space to journal. Again, scripture here to reflect on, and then we get into the monthly spread. So this is what it looks like. Again, we have the liturgical colors here. We have all the feast days, novena start days. Here you have a little don't forget section, the next month at a glance. Nice little scripture there. What makes this one different from the big is that instead of the weekly prep pages, this one has a month at a glance. So you'll have the little space of your monthly goals. You have faith, family, and fun, and then prayer intentions that you can just offer up for that month. And then here is some nice note space. This is what the actual week looks like. Again, this layout is going to be different from the big because this is a mini. This is meant to be more compact. It'll be a little less structured with the times and all that, but still plenty of space. We start with scripture up top. Every page has these little bubbles and people ask us, like, what are these bubbles? They're habit trackers. So you can assign them to whatever you want. And then as you do them throughout the days, you can cross them out. And then at the end of the week, you can see how many times you did that thing that you were trying to do. Next, we have the daily layout. So this is what's different in the mini. The daily layout is horizontal versus the columns in the big. And then these have check boxes instead of the hourly breakdown. A little space for tonight's dinner, your daily prayer. You can check off if you did your devotion, your rosary, your scripture. So this is for every single day, including Saturday and Sunday. This is what the weekly layout looks like. You go into the following month and it's pretty much the same thing. It's a space for your monthly prayer prompt, some really sweet scripture here, and then the next month at a glance. At the very back of these planners, there's a little pocket, so you can add prayer cards. We do have planner stickers, you can put some in there. And then this back space is lots of space for notes. You can use all of this note space here. There's plenty of pages for notes here. And this is what our planner looks like. The mini version, we have it in spiral or we have it in this perfect bound, this nice little leather cover. No matter which version you get, we really hope that you are able to prayerfully plan your days, feel inspired and encouraged to invite Jesus into every second and to know that you're not doing it alone. Whether you checked everything off of your list or not, know that He's going to guide you, always be with you, and make a way for you. Thanks so much. God bless you.